The mind lives in a state of constant craving. A craving for pleasure. When pleasure is not at hand, the human pursues an action that will give him a dose of it. In what way would a human being never become bored? Is such a thing possible? A human that lives within the cocoon of the moment does not get bored. Boredom can never arise for such a human being. But beware. A human who performs some action or austerity in order to access the cocoon of the moment will never have access to it. One cannot work, or penance, or act himself into the moment. Such a nectar is available to all human beings. But, in practicality, it is available only to those whose nature it is to seek the truth about things, as opposed to seeking techniques and prescriptions. The fact is, such humans are very rare in the world. It is for this reason that boredom is such a pervasive component of the lives of human beings. If one attempts to pursue the cocoon of the moment through mindfulness, he will not access it. What is meant by not accessing it is that one will not be able to do so with any consistency. For mindfulness is an attempt to focus on the present. It is a forced awareness. During the entire time that one is attempting to be mindful, he is in a constant struggle. Attempting to keep the mind at bay, so that he can achieve a glimpse of the moment. A man lost in a struggle is paying a penance for the promise of a future reward. Future rewards do not come by way of penance, work, austerity, or effort. They come by way of sincerity. They come by way of a lifelong desire to understand. Think of the ascetics who performed austerities for decades with nothing to show for it, while Siddhartha Gautama accessed enlightenment itself. Nature is not a fool. No matter how often man may attempt to fool it, it does not relinquish its most precious jewels to those who press their face into store windows. It does not relinquish its most precious jewels to the curious and the intellectuals. A human who is lost in the moment is neither happy nor sad. He is engaged in the pursuit at hand, without so much as a shadow of an attempt to be engaged. How is it that one is able to discover the cocoon of the moment without penance or effort? How it happens for one may not be how it happens for another. One may, by sincere examination, come to genuinely understand that the moment is in fact all there is. Having come to this non-intellectual realization, he will naturally seek it. Without employment of an intermediary technique. For all techniques are about the technique itself. A bridge back to itself. The man who seeks prescriptions and techniques in order to discover the moment, does not genuinely desire the moment. What he desires is the prescriptions and the techniques. Why is it that any human would do this? Because practicing prescriptions and techniques serves to create the self-image that the human seeks to create. For himself and for others. Humans, it can be firmly stated, do not seek to get anywhere. They are far more satisfied by playing the part. They enjoy playing roles, essentially as an attempt to create social gatherings, competitions, and the institutionalization of lofty concepts. This is neither good or bad. It simply is the nature of the societal man. The cocoon of the moment is not beautiful, or spiritual, or lofty, or grand. It is a deer that settles upon a patch of grass to eat. A human being lives in a house for 20 years, without truly seeing the house. Ask him the color of a particular painting, or the pitch of a set of steps, and he will not know. Humans live with other humans for the whole of their lives, without ever seeing them. Lest your mind drift toward guilt, goodness, or spirituality, let it be known that to attempt to see one's house or the people within it at this moment in time will be reactive and empty. Truth lies in seeing one's natural way of being, in the wild, so to speak. A human being lives within the complex imaginings of his mind. He lives within the lifelong sagas that the mind has created. This being the case, the mind being what it is not surprising that a human cannot discover the moment. No matter the practices or the penance. The temperature of the laptop keyboard, the lack of smell in the room, the stillness of the objects on the shelf, the door ajar at a 47-degree angle, the pulsation at the back of the kneecap, such things are noticed naturally. They are not worth noticing. Nor are they lovely or beautiful. But they are easily noticed, by one who does not live within the world of his thoughts. Living within the cocoon of the moment, life is no longer an endless series of events. What needs to be done is done, without them becoming a doing. It is not good to live in the moment. It is not good to be free of boredom. There is simply that which is, and that which is not. One man longs to live in that which is, for its appeal has reached a fever pitch. Why such a thing may happen to this man, no one can say. Why one man devotes his life to the truth and another does not, one cannot say. Perhaps this is karma, perhaps it is something else. But whatever it may be, it is truth either way. Namaste.